Okay, Randy Walker here with WorldTennisMagazine.com, and we're with our correspondent Kelley Busby, who's going to be covering the 2026 Australian Open. And when were you last at the Australian Open? It was a long time ago, so this is going to be kind of a revisit to Australia for you.
I was last at the Australian Open in 1994, so that's 32 years.
Oh my gosh.
So big gap, and very much looking forward to seeing what the changes are down in Melbourne, what's the same, what's different, of course the players, and just going back to the Happy Slam is very, very exciting.
So back in 1994, who were you covering for, and tell us about your experiences then back in 1994.
Yeah, I was working for a company called Tennis Television. It was like a magazine-style show. I was coming up with features. I got to interview a lot of the Australian legends like Yvonne Goolagong, John Newcombe, Ken Rosewall, and it was when Stefan Edberg was doing really well. And what caught my attention over one day or a couple of days really, were the Swedes, who were all made up and they were just cheering wildly for him. And I interviewed a bunch of the Swedes who were just so excited to get out of their deep, dark Swedish winter. And it was an absolute blast.
Well, Tennis Television, that was kind of like the precursor for the Tennis Channel. And, so we worked together then for a bit, and then obviously your work with CBS Sports at the U.S. Open. Talk a little bit about what you did there for CBS. Oh, no! Okay, sorry for the interruption there. So tell us about what you did with CBS Sports and working for the U.S. Open with the on-court interviews for television.
Yes, I got to work at the U.S. Open for a couple of years, and when the players were done, either I would interview them on court or take them back into the studio. The big names would typically go back into the studio, Mary Carrillo and John McEnroe doing fine interviews. And I will share one really fun story. I worked there one of the years that Hingis won, and the whole deal
97.
Was it 97? She won, went back into the locker room. She knew that we wanted to bring her into the studio with her trophy. I've got, the director, CBS director, in my ear, when's she gonna come? Well, she got doused with beer, and she's like, I gotta redo my whole, hair makeup thing. I'm not coming. And they're like, what are we gonna do? We need her now. Well, she delayed the thing. They figured it out, and she went into the studio and, of course, gave a great interview.
Great. Well, one of the great things about being with Kelley Busby here in Vero Beach, Florida, is we get to play at the beautiful Sea Oaks Beach and Tennis Club, which is one of the best tennis clubs, one of the most beautiful tennis clubs in, not only in Florida, but I would say in the country. So it's great to be here. Kelley hasn't missed a forehand or a backhand, I think, since 1998. So maybe I'll get her to miss a ball today. And this beautiful club is also the home of the 2026 Marty Fish Children's Foundation Tennis Championships, USTA Pro Circuit, $15,000 Pro Circuit event. So we're going to hit some balls, but we're looking forward to Kelley's continued return to tennis journalism after stints with Tennis TV and with CBS Sports and USA Network. HBO as well, okay. And she did a great job covering the Laver Cup for World Tennis Magazine, so WorldTennisMagazine.com. So Randy Walker, Kelley Busby from Vero Beach, Florida, Sea Oaks Beach and Tennis Club, over and out.